Next tonight, we bring you the story of Billy Abernethy Hope from Bishop Sutton. Billy was an ambulance driver in Bristol, but at just 20 years old, he was killed in a motorbike accident while on holiday in Thailand.
Now, before he left for the country, he came up with an idea to help homeless people in the city. He wanted them to be able to buy tokens from cafes and hand them out to those living on streets. The tokens would then be swapped for hot drinks or food.
He was never able to see his idea become reality, but his family have brought his project to life, as Sangita Lal reports.
It's really hard to describe Billy. I guess he was a massive ball of energy, and that's what people still say nowadays, is that he was just this huge presence. You couldn't walk into a party and kind of not notice that he was there.
So many happy memories to share about her younger brother. Meg and her family say they'll never forget the incredible young man Billy was, nor the idea he came up with. Billy wanted to get round some people's reluctance to hand money to those living on the streets.
So Billy had said, well, you know, why don't you just invent a token or something, which means you can give it to a homeless person and then they could redeem it for a hot drink. And that way you know exactly where it's going, so you've got a bit of peace of mind.
2 months after he came up with the idea and shared it with his family, though, he was killed in a motorbike accident in Thailand.
The minute kind of we found out, I was thinking, okay, how are we going to celebrate his life, and to be able to sort of immortalise him and who he was as a person and his selfless career and kind of social responsibility of looking after people. That's what we wanted people to remember Billy by, so that's how the BillyChip came about.
From their kitchen in Bishop Sutton, Meg is keeping Billy's idea alive and helping to raise funds for it. Last year, she organised a memorial festival which Professor Green performed at. And now dozens of cafes across Bristol have signed up to the BillyChip scheme. One of the latest to join is the Tin Can Cafe in Bedminster, and it's a joint family effort to spread the word.
How you doing? Yeah, good, really thanks. You?
Yeah, good, thank you. Take a seat.
Cheers.
John is Billy and Meg's dad. He's making sure cafes know exactly how the scheme works and how they're helping.
The minimum thing is to be part of the scheme. The minimum thing you have to do is provide a hot drink or a cold drink.
Sure. People always want to be involved in something that they know will make a difference to someone. It's a pretty no-effort way of us doing something important, particularly at a cold time of year, that will make a big difference to someone.
Something many here say they really want to do.
In the past I have gone into shops and bought coffees and things like that for homeless people, but they haven't had the element of choice, so from what you've described that would give them the element of choice and me the peace of mind, I suppose.
I think a lot of people want to give to the homeless people and quite often feel that they can't because they feel that they don't know what their change is going towards.
2 years since he passed away, Billy's family say there's real comfort in knowing he's still touching people's lives.
It sort of feels in a strange way like a gift that we've been left with, that will continue to sort of promote kindness and compassion, and that was sort of Billy's character really, so it feels great. Yeah.
Well, Sangita is on Gloucester Road in Bristol for us this evening. Evening, Sangita. What's the reaction been like there then to this project?
It's been a really positive response from across the city. It's worth noting BillyChips have only been issued for about 2 months and already 12 businesses have signed up to them. The latest is Boston Tea Party, just behind me there. They say they're going to start issuing BillyChips as of next month. But how do you actually get involved? Well, it's a pretty simple concept really. All you do is walk into any cafes that are part of the scheme and ask to buy a BillyChip. They cost £2 and then you're given that token to hand out to anyone sleeping or homeless that you want to support. And many homeless people I've spoken to have told me just how comforted they feel knowing that people are thinking about them in advance, not just when you walk past them on the streets. And on nights like tonight in these conditions, you can see why someone sleeping on the streets might need to know that others are looking out for them. And any information on the cafes that have signed up for the scheme are on our website. Now, Billy was just 20 years old when he died and he never saw his idea come to fruition, but it's a beautiful legacy that his family are now continuing in his name.
Yeah, indeed. Sangita Lal live in Bristol. Thank you.